Hello guys. So today's topic is business risk. As you all know, in the previous videos I have explained what business is. Business risk. Risk includes what? Risk includes uncertainty or unexpected happening that affect the business. Sometimes the uncertainty or unexpected events that affect the business, the business can earn profit in that period or business can suffer loss. So we can take the definition of business risk, that is, business refers to uncertainty or unexpected event in the business or may lead to inadequate profit or losses. Now, inadequate profit or losses, unexpected or uncertainty, two things are there. Business are happening in the present, but as you all know that future is uncertain. Sometimes some situation that is not presumed by the entrepreneur that occurs, and if the earlier prior planning is not done, or whatever you are providing it to the public, to the market, if it is not as per the requirement, as per the changes that is there in the market, then the company can suffer loss. And if the business is changed, or the planning is keeping in mind the changes in the market condition, or everything as per the requirement that is there in the market, then we can say it is favorable to us. Then in that case the business will earn profit. So it is completely depending upon the entrepreneur planning. If planning is favorable or the market conditions are favorable, then only the company will or the business can earn profit. Otherwise they can suffer loss. So these uncertainty, that's why I am saying that uncertainties or unexpected events are there in the business. Currently whatever we are doing, definitely with the passage of time, some situation or the market is changing very frequently. The competitors are changing very frequently. The policies, product, technology, whatever it is, that are changing. But if we have not updated ourselves according to the change, then only the company or the business can suffer loss, and that is called business risk. So we can take one example of it. Like earlier, plasma TV was there, big huge TVs were there, and which has very big backside also. Now it was replaces by LCDs or LED TVs. So this is a change in upgraded technology. So whatever the technology that was there earlier, that was replaced by the convenience, as per the convenience, and it was a sophisticated technology that is used by the company and develop a model of LCD or LED TVs. So this is all business risk. So those companies that have developed their commodities, those companies that are developing plasma TVs, if they have modified the product as per the requirement, as per the change in the consumer, or as per the inconvenience that was there with the big huge TVs, so they have modified, they have innovated their product and developed into a small one, smaller, the thinner one. Thinner LCDs were there, and that's, if the company have developed that technology, then the company will earn profit, otherwise they will suffer loss. So this is the futuristic event, and the companies, those are updated, that can earn a profit due to change in the market condition, due to change in the external environment. These are external environment. Due to the external changes apart from your business, then if that is favorable to you, then the business can earn profit, otherwise the business can suffer loss. So I think you have understood the topic, what is business risk. Now another is characteristics of business risk. So as I already explained in the definition itself, it arises due to uncertainty of future. As the future is uncertain, so we can make planning according to this. Those businessmen, those have a good experience and they know how the market, they have observed from the previous changes how the market is steadily going to change in future. This have changed, and there is a probability, there is a chance of changing some marketing trends in future also. Then the companies that have expected this and they have developed their planning or the product or the features of their product in the market, they can survive in the market, otherwise they suffer loss. So all this uncertainty are futuristic. Next is risk minimized but not eliminated. It means sometimes some in a business some characteristics or some features might affect your product. Sometimes some other feature may affect your product. Sometimes some other features may affect your product. It means you have taken all the precautions to survive in the market, but the government policy have changed. Some legal factors that is introduced by the government and that have affected your business, then also the company can suffer loss. So profit can minimize, risk can minimize by taking preventive measures or keeping in mind what will happen in future. But it cannot be eliminated. It means somehow there are so many hurdles. Hurdles of what? Hurdles of market change, consumer preferences, competitors' product, government policies, political changes, legal factors. So these are the hurdles. If we have overcome all those hurdles, then also once you have beat all the hurdles, but it is not a surety that in future also you could eliminate it completely. Okay, so risk can be minimized, but it cannot be eliminated. In each step of business, there is a chance of risk. If you have taken preventive measures earlier, or you have assessed the change in the market, then you could minimize the risk. Or if somehow some kind of negligence, some kind of that is not assessed by you in advance and you haven't taken a step to overcome it, then it will cause a great loss to your organization. So this is risk. Minimize तो हो सकता है पर पूरी तरह से खत्म नहीं होता है. Now nature and size of business. The risk depend. Those organizations that have suffered, that are big, then the huge capital investment will be there. Their development, or you can say their extension, they can develop their product in the whole globally also. And those businesses that are small scale, they have the particular area, so they have little span. So if they suffer losses in small businesses, the losses will be smaller. And in big businesses, big industries, MNCs, in that case the company can suffer loss, and that loss could be greater. So according to the nature of or the size of a business, the company can suffer less risk or less risk or less or more risk. If the company is huge or big in size, then the company can as the company can gain more. So in the same way, if the losses is there, the company can also suffer great loss. Okay, profit is the reward of risk taking. So another feature is those companies that have taken a risk. If you are not taking risk, then you cannot earn profit. Like if you have innovated something and you feel the consumer will accept it or not accept it, so if you are not ready to take a risk, then you cannot earn profit. So as the greater you take risk, the greater you could earn more profit. So this is business wherever you should be confident whatever you have designed, whatever the features you have designed, the consumer will, and you have to do segmentation, demographic segmentation of the individuals, or you have a targeted customer. As per the nature of customer, you have to design the features of a product. If your features are up to the mark, then definitely you should have to take the risk that the consumer will definitely accept your product. And those have taken the risk, they can earn more and more profit. So this is all characteristics of business. Now we can categorize it, the business risk, into two terms, and that is there are two types of risk that are there, and that is called speculative risk and pure risk. So I'll categorize the business risk into two terms. Type of risk. So it will be categorized into two terms, that is speculative risk and pure risk. So what is a speculative risk? Speculative risk are those risks where there is a chance of, or the probability of profit, earning profit as well as loss. So as a future event is there, but there is a probability, or there is a chance of getting profit, or there could be a chance of suffering loss. That is called speculative risk. In case of pure risk where there is a chance of getting loss, or there will be no loss. There could be a chance of loss, or there could be no loss. So that is called pure risk, because we are talking about risk. So we are considering only loss. Profit is not there. In pure risk में profit नहीं होता है. केवल क्या होता है कि कंपनी का लॉस हो भी सकता है या नहीं भी हो सकता है. So there is a chance of either a company can suffer loss or there is no loss. So that is called pure risk. But here probability of chance of risk of profit or loss. For example, in speculative risk we can include change in price of a commodity, change in price of a commodity, change in demand and supply, change in market condition, so or change in consumer taste or preferences. So change in consumer taste and preferences. So speculative risk includes these. Change in price. If you have manufactured a product and you have given a market rate of a product, something like 100 rupees, and a competitor have provided the same features, same product, but different brand name in low price, then definitely the consumers of your product will switch to the competitor product. So that is change in price. And definitely if your customer will shift to or diverted to your competitor product, definitely you will suffer loss. Change in demand and supply. Here also अगर प्राइस आपका चेंज होता है ना, तो इन द सेम वे प्राइस चेंज होता है तो डेफिनेटली आपकी डिमांड तो रिड्यूस हो जाएगी ना. सो योर प्रोडक्ट, डिमांड ऑफ योर प्रोडक्ट विल डेफिनेटली रिड्यूस, और सम काइंड ऑफ कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड्स, सम काइंड ऑफ सब्स्टिट्यूशन गुड्स दैट एंटर्स इन द मार्केट, है ना. कोई सब्स्टिट्यूशन गुड्स आ जाता है ना, वो अगर in case the substitution goods enter in the market, or some upgraded technology product of same features in your particular field that enters in the market, then definitely demand of your product will decrease. So you have to definitely as the demand will decrease, then definitely you have to reduce the supply also. So in that case you will also suffer loss sometime. So this is change in demand or supply. Change in market condition. Sometime the market conditions are changed. Like market condition, you are providing the same commodity, है ना? Competitors are providing same commodity with same features, but the competitors have added some promotional measures or the publicity. It means advertisement is greatly done by competitors. Then definitely less people are knowing your product, and definitely your product will not survive in the market. This is change in the market condition also. Sometimes inflation is there in the market, है ना? Buying power reduces. अब buying power reduce हो गया तो definitely आपके product की जो price जो आपका product है that is very costlier, and the targeted customer to whom you have designed the product na, so they are not capable of purchasing your product. So in that case also you will suffer loss. I have given so many examples to you. So market condition could be anything: change in technology, change in competitors, change, new entry, new innovative product enters in the market. These are changes in the market. Okay, or inflation, that is called market conditions. So now next is change in consumer taste and preferences. Like consumer is whatever the goods you are supplying to the consumer right now. The consumer are like habitual of that goods, and now they are getting bored of that product. They want some new product. They want some new product which will attract them. अभी क्या है ना, lot of companies are there. So many companies are there. So every time a consumer want a good product, quality product, a unique product, and you are supplying a commodity that was there from last 10 years. It is very good, durable also, but consumer wants something new. Like fashionable products होते हैं ना, like whatever we are wearing, है ना, outfits are there. So after some time it was obsolete, change in fashion was there. So definitely the consumer wants a unique product, a new product which will appeal everybody. or they can show off to their friends. So that's why there is always a demand of new product or unique product. If your company hasn't introduced that, then definitely the consumer will prefer those company products that are according to their requirement. मतलब जैसा अभी उनको चाहिए वैसा अगर उनको प्रोडक्ट मिल जाता है किसी अदर कंपनी का तो वो उस प्रोडक्ट को खरीद लेते हैं. इसका एक अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है. वी कैन टेक एन एग्जाम्पल लाइक नोकिया फोन. नोकिया वॉज देयर इन द मार्केट. टेक्नोलॉजिकल चेंजेस हुए, एंड्रॉइड फोन्स आ गए और एंड्रॉइड फोन्स एवरीबडी हैज एक्सेप्टेड बिकॉज नोकिया बहुत अच्छा था, ड्यूरेबल था. इंडियन कंज्यूमर्स के अकॉर्डिंगली इट इज वेरी गुड प्रोडक्ट. पर क्या हुआ, टेक्नोलॉजिकल अपग्रेडेशन हुए. डेफिनेटली कंज्यूमर वांट such kind of product which will replace लैपटॉप्स और ये जितने भी कंप्यूटर्स है वो उसी से वो सारा कुछ कर सके. सो एंड्रॉइड फोन विल हेल्प देम, है ना. अभी आप देखते हैं लाइक मिंत्रा ई ट्रेड अभी होना शुरू हो गया. ई ट्रेड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ट्रेडिंग, है ना. अमेजोन, मिंत्रास एंड फ्लिपकार्ट, सो मेनी like outlet units are there. Outlet unit we cannot say, but electronically we are selling a product. So these are sites are there, shopping sites are there, and we can do shopping over there. And they have certain restrictions or also like quality, price, everything, replacement. So many things are there. Now they have developed a confidence in the mind of consumer. Now earlier when they enters in the market there was failure, but as the rigid policies they have followed, like satisfying the customers, so now most of the consumers are purchasing through e-commerce. So what they are doing, the company is earning a great profit by doing so. Then और वो चीपर भी होता है बिकॉज चैनल्स ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन आर नॉट देयर. सो व्हाट हैपेंड, इट डेफिनेटली अफेक्ट दोज आउटलेट यूनिट्स और दोज रिटेलर्स और होलसेलर्स that are offering the product in the market itself, in the particular area itself, है ना. तो उनकी सेल तो डेफिनेटली डिक्रीज हुई होगी ना, बिकॉज कंज्यूमर हमेशा कंपेयर करता है कि ऑनलाइन तो इतना मिल रहा है और आप इतने में दे रहे हो, सो इट इज कॉस्टलियर, है ना. सो दे प्रेफर टू परचेज फ्रॉम देयर. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो टेस्ट इन चेंज इन द कंज्यूमर टेस्ट एंड प्रेफरेंसेस. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज प्योर रिस्क. Pure risk, as I already told you, pure risk is where the consumer, there is a chance of either the consumer can suffer loss or no loss. Means consumer को loss हो सकता है या फिर loss नहीं हो सकता है. For example, natural calamities. Like natural calamities, when it occurs, there is a chance that it might affect your product, like fire, theft, lockout. So these are the things. Natural calamity. If a natural calamity occurs in a particular region, then it will definitely affect the market or all the businesses over there. Or sometime it may not affect. Sometime the fire will occur. Na, कहीं outbreak of fire, it is a chance, short circuit or something, some kind of, it could be manually, it could be natural, that could be done. ऐसा हो सकता है. Then if you have taken all the preventive measures and you have availed, आपका कोई भी नुकसान नहीं हुआ उस फायर में, then you cannot suffer loss, है ना. लॉस नहीं हुआ. और अगर नुकसान हो जाता है तो इट मीन्स यू हैव सफर्ड लॉस. सो प्योर रिस्क इन्वॉल्व कि लॉस could occur or it may not occur. Okay, so theft, the same case is there. So if some kind of robbery was done or some kind of theft was done in your factory premises, but due to a security whatever you have done in your factory, and you have find it out or before doing that robbery you have caught the thief, so that is there could be a chance of loss, but you haven't you are succeeding to overcome that loss. So your risk means you cannot suffer loss, either you cannot suffer loss or either you could suffer loss. So that is that are types of risk. One more thing, causes of risk, that is also there. So I want to cover this in one video itself. I know this is very long video, but I want business risk to be covered in one video. That's why I am explaining this causes of risk. So causes of risk includes natural cause, human cause, then economic, so natural cause, I think I have already explained it to you, like it occurs through nature, some cyclone, earthquake, flood, or some kind of condition that occurs by nature and it affect your business, then it is called natural cause. So anything which occurs through nature, and due to that uncertainty or due to that happening of that event, your business or your enterprises has suffer loss. जैसे अर्थक्वेक आता है, एंड अर्थक्वेक होने से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चली जाती है और बहुत सारा मार्केट पूरा डिस्टर्ब हो जाता है, एंड समटाइम कोलैप्स ऑफ द सो मेनी बिल्डिंग, है ना. सो यहाँ पे क्या है, दिस इज नेचुरल कॉज. ओके, सो नाउ ह्यूमन कॉज. ह्यूमन कॉज कैसे हो सकता है? ह्यूमन कॉज इंक्लूड्स व्हाट, लाइक inefficient employees in your organization. Inefficient employees, how they are working? Inefficient employees in your organization, how they are affecting? Like you have appointed a number of employees as per their potential, but if they are not working, if they are not taking interest, then also your production, or if you are not taking interest, then the creative ideas doesn't comes to your organization, or the production or the wastage will also increase, the production will be slower, and in that way your organization will not earn good profit what you can do it earlier. Then economic cause. Economic cause includes what? Economic cause includes like competition. I have explained it to you earlier also. Competitions increase, innovation was there in the market. So due to that, or some kind of changes in the policy that is there in the market, government policy that is changed by the government, or government have introduced, or the banking company have increased the rate of interest, then also it will affect you. Then there is so many other changes, inflation is there. That all these are economic causes. If bank rate increase, definitely you will get a loan costlier than earlier. So definitely, if you are getting loan, you have to pay a more amount of interest rate to the banks. Then definitely that will increase your cost of production now, because the capital you have invested in producing a commodity, so it will increase the cost of production of your product. Then definitely the price of a product will increase. So these are called economic cause. Some other causes also there. Other causes includes political changes might be there. जैसे अभी मोदी गवर्नमेंट आई, मोदी गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया, डिमोनेटाइजेशन ले आए, है ना. सो उससे पहले इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी आई थी. इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी 1991 में, है ना, 1991 से लेके 2001 तक इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी आई. अब उसमें क्या हुआ, एलपीजी प्रोग्राम, लिबरलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन, ग्लोबलाइजेशन. सो उसमें क्या हुआ, उसमें इंडिया का तो काफी ग्रोथ हुआ था, पर these are definitely some businesses or enterprises may suffer losses at that time. Demonetization में so lot of companies have suffered losses because of decline in the buying power of consumer. अब पैसे ही नहीं थे, रुपए ही नहीं थे लोगों के पास. So how definitely the purchasing power of a consumer decrease, and that will reduce the demand of a commodity for some time in the market. Because अभी तो exchange वाला चल रहा था ना, exchange of money. Banks में people were busy over there to exchange the old currency into new currency. So nobody have that much of money to go and do the shopping over there and purchase so many things. Only the necessity goods was purchased by the consumer at that time. So there is a huge loss that will be suffered by the companies. So these are other causes. I think I have explained so many things. Business risk I have explained. Then characteristics of business. Then I have explained types of business risk. Then finally I have concluded with causes of risk. So I have explained the whole topic over here. I think you